right, so I got a question about how to get two different section cut values on a combined conceptual mass. And also we have some problems with it not creating mass floors when we have coincident faces in one mass. So this has this outside twist with a void, and then it has a form inside that's the same profile as the void. And so there are coincident faces that give us error messages. So I'm going to show you how to split it in two, basically. And so the first thing I'm going to do is just delete the center form. So I'm going to pick the center form element and make sure you're getting the form and not the void. Because there's both, right? There's the void and there's the form. So I'm going to pick the form and delete that. And I'm going to do a file save as. And I'm going to save this as outside, right? So save that as outside. Say yes. And then I'm going to load this in the project. I have the project open here with the site plan being the only open tab in the project. And so if I go back to my family and I load into project, it will load this into the project, and I can left click, right, and hit escape a couple of times to stop that process and go back to my family and Control Z back until I have my form there. And now I need to delete the outside piece and save the inside. And so I'm going to delete my void first. I would recommend doing this. I'm just going to tab through the options until I get the void element, right? So I got the void and delete that. And then I'll delete the outside, and then I'll delete the bottom. And I'll do a file save as family, and I'll save this as inside, right? And then I'll load this into my project. Again, the site being the project file, only view open in the project file, load that in, and then left click, hit escape a couple of times. And if I go to my 3D view in the project, I've got basically one mass and then another mass, right? So an inside and an outside mass. And if I go to, let's say, my Plan A6 schematic, right now, if I go to my visibility graphics, it's controlling the graphics by category. So if we go down to the mass, right, all of the mass, both of the masses are being cut with the same. But what if you want the center to be a different section cut, right? The way that you need to do this is unfortunately kind of manual. So if I come in here, what I would do is I would just grab that center piece because I can. It's a separate selection, and then right click on it and go to override graphics and view by element. And then I can pick for the cut patterns. I'll just pick a solid, let's do purple. Okay, and click OK. And now that's a solid purple, right? So unfortunately, you will have to go through and for each of your views, right? If I go to my composition page, for each of your views, you'll have to double click in there, grab that centerpiece and right click and override graphics and view by element and update that each one individually because it will not save to the view template because it's overridden by element. So there's that guy. So I think that's it for now. There would be a way where we could filter it out. And so maybe I'll do a little video about that if you want to see how to use a filter. But this is probably the quickest way. You'll only have a few of them.